get your machetes, because it is time. Like I said, we're just joking. This is all a comedy skit. So don't get your pipe bombs, don't get your machetes, and definitely avoid your assault rifles. But we're talking hypothetically, people. If there was an insurrection at Facebook down in Silicon Valley, California, the asshole of the earth, the uh, the blemish on America, which I've been to California. I got California love, but the blemish on America, the den of espionage, the shithole, you know, the place that is better than the other 49 states, the place that wants to secede, the place that sells the rest of the other 49 states out, the place that steals your face, steals your children's soul, and sells military secrets and spreads disease inside of its scripts and forms. I said, what's it going to take to get 120,000 patriots to bum rush, uh, you know, California and Silicon Valley? Can we break furniture? Can we set furniture on fire? Can we turn cars over? What happened to riots in this country? Does anybody care about America? I'm a Trump man. I'm a MAGA man. A lot of people don't like that. They may know more than I know. And I follow chain of command. And I'm a patriot. I drink a few beers. I snort a few lines. I fuck a few whores. And right now, there's a castration going on, a massive castration. They censor the alpha males. They've got antiquated laws. Veterans go to prison 20 years for a bag of powder, or we've got active duty soldiers fighting in a war, and their kids go to jail over, fucking drug offenses when they're selling drugs. They're rigging it up, and I proved it. The lawyers will not fight for you. The lawyers will not fight for you. The system will not fight for you. They'll lock you up. They'll lock you up, but they won't fight for you. And we've got people like Jeff Bezos and Mark Zuckerberg in particular. There's only two guys I'm fighting with. Like I said, I've got 30 and 30. A lot of them, they want me to go to prison. They want me to go to the crazy house. They wouldn't do anything but work with me. And to me, that is the epitome of disgrace, is that somebody wants to cut someone down, but they don't want to work. It just pretty much shows a lesser man. And I'm a CEO. I've been in business for 5 years. Um, you know, I've done some bad things. I just turned 30. Um, I, you know, July 1st of 2019, if you look at the numbers, it's a 6, 1, 1, excuse me. It's a 6, 1, 1, 6. Or excuse me, I hate to say it again. You get used to it. Take a look at it. It's a 6, 1, 1. All right, let's try it again. 6, 6, 1, 1, 9. And you can see it. I'll show you my special, this is my Trump calendar. And my Trump calendar is a badass picture, ain't it? This is my Trump calendar. And I plan to make $1 million by the end of this calendar. I may not make it, but you'll see it. And that was the first day that I engaged in this new plan. That would have been June 1st. So, yeah, I mean, I don't like showing off. We'll keep a lot of that in the behind there, but we're running the Trump calendar, and like I said, it's a personal mission. It's a personal quest. I'm looking for people to join me. Uh, like I said, I've got 30 years that have been bad, and they haven't been that bad, but they've been bad. There's been some felonies, lots of felonies in there, and lots of crimes, um, some assaults, and some bad stuff. And I'm trying to get away from that. I want the next 30 years. I don't think I'm going to live 30 years. I'll be honest with you. I'm expecting the world to end. And don't forget the code 619 represents your change from negative to positive. But I don't think I'm going to live that long. I don't believe I'll live that long. Not with the drinking, not with the drugging. And I use that as an investment. I drink and I drug, because society's leaving me behind. They called me out, and I was honest about my anti Semitism. I had said some things about blacks. I had said some things about whites, and I had some very hard on women. I respect a bad, wicked witch, that's a master of her trade. I respect college women. I respect a lot of women that respect themselves. But if you want to be a whore, I'm going to fuck you like a whore. And, that's just the kind of guy I am. You know, I'm a dirty dog. I like to get dirty. And, you know, I see a lot of women out there and I respect them, and I won't cross that line. They, I respect women and they're beautiful. And I plan to be a better man. I've had a few women, I've had a few dates, and I try to get better each one. My last relationship I was with about 3.5, 4 years almost, and we separated successfully. It was the first relationship that ever ended successfully for me. And all the party asked was, leave me alone. So that's my test. They passed now on. That's an extremely powerful person that asks a question. If you fail to adhere, you fall victim. You're now subordinate to them because you couldn't meet that request. And that's where we go into metaphysics. 8 Hours Will Change Your Life series. We've got some badasses in there. We got the Dan, we got the Donald, we got Ty, we got Arthur Robinson Jr., and he's got tons of people in there. Arthur Robinson Jr., he does the powerful interviews, and he interviews powerful people, and you'll meet Ziad in there. You'll meet some people. I built this website for you, which is YouTube, but I built this platform. It's taken me about 6 years now. And I braved hurricanes. I went into the eye of the most damaging storm in America's history. Really, no lie. I went into the belly of the beast of the penitentiary to bring you this. And like I said, I mean, there's some stuff in there, hopefully to keep you entertained, hopefully to make me some damn money. And I've made some money. You'll see. This is where we're dealing with the beef. And if any of you guys know or have contacts to Mark Zuckerberg or Jeff Bezos, I implore you to speak to them and tell them to just, why are you stuck in the tree? Are you stuck in the tree? We got Harvard grad and we got a Princeton grad. And we got the two richest guys that never done a day in jail. I'm not going to say about the other guy, and I may, there's another guy out there, he went to jail, but it was all a joke, you know. And we're not saying anything bad about it, we're just saying that, in the book, if you read the book, we're not going to say who, but I respect the guy. He's a great guy. I emailed the guy, I emailed a few proposals, but I never heard anything back. I don't know what happened. But, yeah, I mean, it's out there. Affluenza is what I call it. Rich fucks. Rich fucks. They get too rich. I've been there. I've been rich. You think I look like shit now with my teeth and my fucking hairdo, motherfucker? I used to bald out. I had two Monte Carlos. I've like fucking Bun B and Chameleonaire. I had a Cadillac and Benz. Now I finally got to play the song and know what it meant. I had a fucking Cadillac and a Benz leather XM radio, uh, all white. Had a white fucking Benz. Yeah, that motherfucker overheated. It took 2 days to get it down there, and I had a Cadillac that the brake fluid was fucked up. But I've had you want to talk about cars? You want to talk about cars now? Don't forget to click subscribe below and donate some money so I can buy more beer. All right, I had a what was it? A Trailblazer. I had a blue Trailblazer. The Trailblazer was nice, and then I had a Hyundai. I think it's a Hyundai. Though it was a 4-cylinder, it was a 6-cylinder. It was leaking oil and it was leaking radiator fluid. It was a leaker, but it was a little thing, man. It was a 4-door kind of crossover SUV type thing, cocaine white. It was great condition. I run that thing. That was a great car. I had a I had a Volvo. I had a Volvo 240 and 4-cylinder. Probably would have been one of the best cars I ever owned. But these people, they got rich daddies. They want to steal the poor kids' stuff. That's why I'm like, stuff the rich people and let the poor people shine. It'd be nice if the rich and the poor people could work together, but the rich people, they want to fuck the poor people. I don't know why. I don't understand it, but they do. That's how they feel good about themselves. That's how they don't work. They eat at Cracker Barrel. They go out to eat at Red Lobster. They spend all their time eating, and they yell at the poor people that are on welfare. Well, go beat them up because they got to get food stamps because they don't have a job. But we're going to keep you one paycheck away from homelessness. That's just how it is. And the other ones, they're bought. They get enough money to kill the poor people that think different. You better stay in your lane, stay in your pew, stay in your pew, and stay in your jail cell. The only thing difference, like in the words of Rage, this whole country, well, as all the world, jails and churches. You go to your jail or you go to your church. You listen to your judge or you listen to your pastor. I said, we don't want no more goddamn jails and we don't want no goddamn motherfucking churches. If that's what you want, Go there, believe the lie, kill your brother, and don't forget, the drones are coming for you. The robots are coming for you. Just don't forget. So step on your countrymen, believe the lie, you know, divide the country, you know. If you want, if you want to divide. Just get from me. Go. Go. I'll see you in a while. Go into my fucking. I built you hours and hours and hours and hours and weeks and months of video and music and information to go in there, warp your brain, unfuck yourself, and remove the cancer. Throw down the yoke. Throw down the yoke of the oppressor. Destroy the oppressor. It's one of those things where we've got a man up there. Like I said, I'm a MAGA man. Not a Trump man, but I'm a MAGA man. We've got the Keep America Great guys, and we've got the Make America Again guys and girls, or whatever you call the people. And, I'm not saying that, they both need to come together the way I see it. It was one of the best, the wisest things I've ever seen. And I heard it with my own ears. I heard the rally. And he gave them all a chance to howl. And he listens, they vote. And he gave them a chance. And they howled. And I thought the MAGA men were, the MAGA people were going to go. And they howled. But the KEG people, they were howling. They won, I thought. And I said, well, I can't hate them. They're the economy's good. Everything is going good. Everything is great right now. That's why there's no real riots. We don't see a lot of riots. We don't see a lot of violence. And, we don't want to see it. Quite frankly, they don't want to see it. They don't want another civil war. They don't want violence. They don't want that, a lot of them. And, I don't want it. But, there's a few of them, like me, that are getting held down by some of these corporations. And, they can't light up without going to prison. And, I'm on that MAGA side, like, hey, man, there's a couple of bastards out here left, They don't have to worry about them. The majority of the people don't have to worry about the bastards. They're not in business with the bastards, or they're not beefing with the bastards. I am beefing with the bastards. They're fucking with me. So there's now, I've got to fight these bastards. And I have to use this platform or other media platforms. Or I have to get lawyers. What else can you do? Put yourself in my shoes. Everybody says Tyler's a fucking asshole. I said, could you imagine not being able, having 2,200 friends, your deepest friends, something you spent your whole life in, the weather, and then cutting you out of your friends. And the same person lies and puts on his platform, he's making the world more connected. Well, he's isolating you. It hits you on so many levels. The other ones, they fucking rigging up possibly my dating apps. He can't get a piece of ass. He can't get a piece of pussy. He's a pig dog. We're going to shield her from that hick man. That's the type of shit they put on there. We're going to block him off. We're going to steal him. He's a bad guy. I said, really? That's what you're doing to your sons? That's what you're doing to your people? You're cutting people off. And, you cut me, I'm going to cut your fucking head off. I'm going to fucking kill you. And I hope everybody feels that way. I mean, think about it. I mean, you deal with these situations and you got the rich people, they get on TV. They say, oh, well, Facebook censored me. They keep all the lawsuit money. The poor guy, I've called the FBI. They hang up on me. I thought there was a danger out, which, by the way, that guy's gone. They done fired the Secret Service guy. I don't know if it was over that, but that was prior to them firing the Secret Service guy. As I called up there, and I was like, man, uh, you gotta watch out for some of these guys out here. There's some bad guys, and they hung up on me. And you gotta understand, look at me. I mean, these guys won't lock me up, dude. So I'm like, hey, it's taking a risk to call up here. I had to go to jail, and it's like, I'm not one of those 100,000 or $100 million plus. They all go on the TV, and they collect money from finding these companies so they can lie to the poor and the working poor. Working poor don't ever get a lawsuit. The only time the working poor gets a lawsuit is in criminal court or in divorce court. That's it. They'll lock you up for a bag of weed or a fucking joint or a fucking gram of coke, or some scales. They'll make you do 20 years. They'll keep those chains on you. They'll keep you in the prison industry. They'll keep you paying your probation every month, your parole. They'll keep you in drug court. They'll tell you you're real bad. You need to do right. It's a drug-free country now. Don't forget your Coca-Cola. Don't forget your cigarettes. You get your cigarettes now. Fuck you. I'll kill you. How about that? They don't like that. They don't have the balls to get the boots on. In the words of Rob Zombie, they don't want to get the boots on. I said, you're not doing me like that. And so it's divide and conquer. You're a felon. You're a scumbag. I said, my felony's over fucking 7 years ago. You want to bring up my felonies, but the rich fuckers that are stealing, hacking, spying, violating my fucking constitutional rights, they've got, espionage. That's treason. That's the death penalty. They're not punishing them. They're just stomping people down, and they're getting stronger, and they're face mapping. They're monitoring people. They're putting shit in your condoms. 70% of them got STDs. Where do you think that shit come from? The Zuckerberg, the Zucker virus. They're spraying down there in Miami. Zuckerberg's funding poison. They're not saying it, but they're saying, I believe it is true. Nobody wants to bum rush Facebook. Nobody wants to get Zuckerberg because they worship him. They like their Facebook, and he keeps his people and he rigs his shit up like he's rigging me out. If people went down there, and I'm not saying to hurt anybody, I wouldn't want to go to jail now. I'm just saying, if they could, make him feel warm and comfortable about his people again. If they don't like censoring people, you know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to go down there. Nobody wants to, and I'm not talking about Facebook. I'm just saying nobody wants to get some used furniture, break up a bunch of furniture, set furniture on fire. Nobody wants to block off bridges. Nobody wants to have a good time, and get rid of terrorists. Nobody wants to do that. And, they want to call long-haired guys like me terrorists, drink a beer, support the Constitution, support the president. They want to call me, deplorable terrorist or whatever the fuck. I don't know what they say, but, you know, I like my country. I don't like I mean, there are other terrorists out there too. I'm just saying. There are some terrorists out there that are fucking our country up. And it's like, well, what's it going to take to go down there and fix the problem? Because I'm going to be honest with you. I got to go here. But I want the problems fixed. It's been 3 years. I hear Jeff Bezos, he's got a needle in his arm. He doesn't even care about his own family. He's divorced. He's everybody. I don't know. I don't want to speak for his family. I made a choice. Leave the family out of it. No women, no kids, like the professional. I got 2 men, Mark Zuckerberg and Jeff Bezos, and they don't want to face me. And they're damaging me. We've got the 117 mark. You can look at it on Facebook. 8.5 months. I've got records. I got proof. And 3 years with Jeff. And I told him, I said, now look, buddy, if you can't get that needle out of your arm, he probably ain't slept in days. He's been with a different whore in a different country. He doesn't care about anything. He doesn't have a soul. And he's hiding from everybody. And he's the richest man. It's lonely at the top. And I respect the guy. I'll be there for him if he needs me. But he's at the top and he hates the bottom. He wants us all dead. And he can't escape them. They're nipping at his heels. They're barking at his mind. They're stealing his goddamn money. They're ruining the planet, quite frankly. And I don't blame him in a lot of ways. He wants them gone. He can't rest until they're dead. And he's not willing to come down out of his drug-induced coma to fix his website. That's the beef. Like I said, I don't care what he does. If he wants to stick a needle in his arm, stick a needle in your arm. But fix your goddamn website, because my people are dying out here. I'm dying. And if you're censoring people, like he said, if you're a goddamn spy, you're going to prison. You're going to fucking prison. And the good news for Jeff Bezos, he's going to be the one person. I've seen a lot of guys go down there. They always shave him. He's going to be the one motherfucker. They don't have to shave him. That bald head motherfucker. That bald fuck. They ain't going to have to shave him. He ain't going to have to delouse him. He's going right in the shower. They're going to fingerprint him and they're going to put him in the shower. He's going straight to prison. If he's lucky. If somebody doesn't put a depleted uranium shell in his fucking private plane when he takes off, which I recommend. Not saying that I'd do that, and I'm not saying that I recommend anybody else do that, but, depleted uranium shells are great things to put in airplanes. Look at the Concorde. Go back and look at the Concorde that crashed. It leaves a nice fireball, a fireball of victory. And, that goes for all rich fucks. I mean, if you can afford a private plane and, you got to stifle somebody, maybe you need a depleted uranium shell in your aircraft upon takeoff. What do you think? They don't like that talk. So we'll see if I go to prison. If I don't go to prison, I'll be back Don't forget to donate. We had some great donors help me make money so I can get out of this life of sin and start doing nothing but good deeds and no killing if you can avoid it out of defense. They don't like me killing rats, roaches. I even don't kill the roaches, literally. I've had to work on that. There's roaches in that I don't have a lot of roach bugs, but I may see a roach. I can't kill the roach. Even the spiders and shit. Even, the Satan is the Satanist way for the Satan people. Is do no harm unless they do harm. And the Satan's real heavy, and the Mormon's heavy. Don't forget to look at the Mormon Bible. The Mormon is heavy. I didn't expect it to be that heavy, and I'm going to have more on the Mormon Bible later. Like I said, I've got a lot of irons in the fire. The Satan Bible's on there, and we've got a tribe of Satan worshipers. Go down there, meet them, be cool, don't kill them. Just simmer on the Satan. Anton LaVey. By the way, I reached out to LaVey's his son, let's say Xandor LaVey is out there. And I don't know if it went through. Like I said, I'm being censored, so a lot of that shit don't go through. Reached out to Xandor. And if you're even wanting to go farther, I got the Buddhist Bible. Go down there and look in. I've got the Buddhist Bible. I read the whole motherfucker on there. Check that out. And then I've got the occult studies. Go in there. Like I said, I built it all for you. And if you, like I said, if you see Jeff Bezos or you see Mark Zuckerberg, don't stab them. Don't beat them. Just tell them, I want to know why they're fucking with me. Take